Alright. Hello, wait. I have to open up on my phone so I can read chat. Yeah, I've been wanting to play this for a while. I actually recorded some of it a long time ago for a YouTube video, but I never actually uploaded it. The man, the legend, the myth, the moth! Oh wait, you're talking about the Colonel and not me. I look so much better than the Colonel. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Wait. Who looks better? I think the answer is obvious. It's me. 100%. Oh no, you said I didn't have a body there. I've ruined the immersion. Colonel wins? What the— oh, not both of you! What the hell? Guys, please. New game, because I think I still have, stuff from the save file. I can't believe you guys chose the Colonel over me. Wait, can I make some of this not in caps? Nope. Awesome. Hopefully the volume isn't too loud, actually. We'll see. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Modest? The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. You have infinite KFC biscuits and chicken strips? Oh my god, this is gonna keep going forever. You can wake up now. Your first day of culinary school and there's no time to sleep in. Smack the clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I need to take this seriously. Better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Not this, anything but this? What do you mean? What do you mean? We're finding love today. Why can nobody be happy for me finding love? You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth equal brushed, hair equal combed, pits equal deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. I don't want to simp for Colonel Sanders. You don't have a choice. You do not have a choice. No, because I was gifted an alarm clock that sounds exactly like that. Oh my. I'd actually break it. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad. What's the quad? You gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Is this a bit too loud, I think? Desktop audio? Put it down a little bit. There we go. Just give in. Just give in! Wait till you see— you haven't even seen the Colonel yet. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, James. See, I wanted to put my name in lowercase. It made it all uppercase. Now it's gonna be like they're shouting at me the entire game. But I don't wanna. Just wait till you see the Colonel. Miriam is cute. My bestie, my best friend. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the— It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? I'm sure you put plenty of love in your food. Look, she's so sad. I love James the Bug. Isn't James a great streamer? Wait, no, please. Please, no. Lower your voice. Lower your voice down. Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. James isn't like an awesome on a silver. James, no, please, guys. I'm paying you. I can only handle so much. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. It's a good thing she was practicing, though. Posture check James? Guys, I will! Stop yelling at me! Should you pep talk her or change the subject? We're gonna give a pep talk, of course. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you were destined for great things. James! No, no, no. That's not, no. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. True. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. We love James No, I'm gonna ban the word James in my Twitch chat now. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Dude, my custom engraved measuring spoons! Fuck, dude? Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. What the fuck? She's so mean. Ashley, hi. Yeah, it's spelled a little interestingly. You leave James' shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. I do have perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. James shins. I have normal shins. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Wait, I think this was my favorite character, and I played this for like 20 minutes originally. His pants, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van the Man. Oh lord, I need to drink some water. I forgot that this will be a lot of reading. Ahem, Van. You rang. Forget the Colonel. Oh my god, his hair's in a star. You haven't been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. This is lesbian and gay man solidarity. The eyeliner is everything? It is. It really is. Van. Yes, fan favorite Van. Just as yeah. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professionals. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Wait, he's just like... I've given him a voice like James, like from Team Rocket. The first day of school about to start. There's not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Audition for a Wooga Bugamo? Oh my god, on it. On it immediately. New crush alert? Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. Oh. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. Reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. Yeah, Pop the child. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at this school in a dating sim? I don't think we can date the child. I'd hope not. In the KFC, the official KFC dating sim. I would hope we cannot date this child. He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm James. So, are you gonna make me hold the store all day? Hi, I'm new here, Tempem. I feel like I recognize you. I've got some deja vu. Nope. And with that, the young man, very young, walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Oh my. Scruffy looking Pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? Yes, him. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. Guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. I've been waiting for him, Mr. Sprinkles. Oh my. Well, he's here. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you, and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then... Wait. He walks in. Oh my. It's the Colonel. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Oh my. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to beat across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We're in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all your really weird insults? Sorry, I'm taking a drink. Besides, when James sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Take a moment to clean myself up. Thankfully, I brought a towel. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Even Van Van is bullying you? Van Van? We have a complicated relationship with Van Van. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in academy, not academy, in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom, another one, and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry, I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. He's adorable. Hopefully, Clank is romanceable. Look at that smile. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decided to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? A chicken? A beef treat. A beef treat, a chicken snack, or a rubber ball? A chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. True. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey James, there's still a seat here. Seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. I gotta sit next to the Colonel, bro. I'm sorry, Miriam. Miriam will understand that I gotta sit next to the Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfectly upright posture shows off his seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but alright. As soon as you've settled in your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a pop quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Yeah, is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. Your total score is perfect. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? I wouldn't. Hand to God. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, James. You scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Oh, he loves me. This time we will find love, and it's in Colonel Sanders. Who would have known? Personally, I wouldn't have. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! My. Psyche K aesthetic? Yo, hello, Nas. Ayo, why is that dude hot? It's the Colonel, bro. Of course he's hot. Constant sip breaks. Lunch, lunch, lunch. Why isn't he? Why wouldn't he be? She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. That smelly smell. That smells. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this... Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Oh my. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders had filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. Oh yeah, his waist is snatched. It is. It is, though. I'm simping. Look at the upper body, small waist. The sluttiest thing a man can do is have a tiny waist. That jawline, oh my god. Everyone loves the Colonel. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. That's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got 'em. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Those hands, my. I feel like you need to be eating KFC while you play. That's probably the true way to play. I wonder if I can even get a good ending if I'm not just consuming KFC the whole time. I don't like that, dude. Don't diss Van Van. Van Van, it's Van Van the Man, bro. Leave Van Van the Man alone. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he's destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. No, not the Colonel. Oh, please. Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on, I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contouring his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. Leave him alone? No, as long as he stays the heck away from me. Oh my. We love Van Van though. Van Van's the best character, other than the Colonel, of course, but he is the best. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. No, the hot grandpa is the best. I've never seen this game before. It's the official KFC dating sim. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful. Pure. Heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? Can you date the hot man? The grandpa? I mean, the hot grandpa? I assume so. That's who we're gunning for. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. We approach him. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Wait, why did he actually gasped, like, in-game? I would sell my soul to Satan for this dude? Oh my, everyone comes to, simp for the Colonel. At some point in this stream, everyone will be simping for the Colonel. How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. I need to cough 1 sec. My god. Reading will take a lot out of you. He's just goddamn like, bro, oh my, there he is. He's the definition of hotness. Look at him. Everyone's simping. Everyone loves the Colonel. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got the moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Fry me up, chicken boy, bro. No, okay, keep it in on Maine? On Maine, Z-Storm? On Maine? Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. We can talk about this ever? No, I've already taken the screenshot. Don't you worry, I already have the screenshot for later use. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. What does the quad mean? Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings, thinking about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. Blackmail, yeah. I'm new here? You're not new here, Nos. I dibs the hot grandpa? You cannot dibs Colonel Sanders. I am the streamer. I override your dibs. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Be modest, but thoughtful. Well, I just want to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. I dibs both. Fake simp. Only true simps dibs both in case of a gender bend. I'm sure there's gender bended art of Colonel Sanders somewhere. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, James. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. This next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Fair point. Okay, he's literally so effing hot. It's kind of weird. This came out a while ago. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen him. I thought this was popular, but maybe it was just popular for me. You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Oh my god, I want to see adorable tiny food creations. Miriam, go away. We want the hot dude. No, we love Miriam. Miriam's my best friend. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you. Unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Okay, alright. I don't know if I pounce, per se. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you. If that wasn't clear, we'd be on like a team together, like me and you and you and me working together. Yeah, okay. I want to be my partner. Sure, James. I'll prepare our station. Oh my god. I think I'm addicted to hot grandpa. What the fuck? Without you as partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner? Oh no, I'm so sorry, Miriam. I've left you with Pop. But at least you've got Clank. Beep boop. Bzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you have to pick four. Our friendities can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Well, obviously we're gonna go with Clank. Damn it, I might miss out on Hot Grandpa? No! Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Alright, calm down, Clank. You're at like a 9? I'm gonna need you to bring it down to at least a 5. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Issue? I hardly know you. Clank shudders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy? I think so. He loves me. You saw the hearts? He loves me. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Oh, if he were Santa, I'd definitely sit on his lap. Nos, please. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. No, Colonel, don't look at me. Don't look at me when I'm like this. Go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, Ashley. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Does someone call for me? No, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing James's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of her classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them in the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Why is this flyer open? Wait, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like James is struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you then than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. This is so loud. This is, like, incredibly loud. Alright, it's fine. Ashley's going to really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Van, please have the rocks through your window and ruin your hair? Don't say that. He's got a star for hair. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bigger with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Pick me. Choose me. Love me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on James as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you have James' natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Not on those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfect creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothered in your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Damn, you just stand there, yet he's so effing hot. Oh my, you're gonna go crazy at this panel right here. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face! Oh, Van, do something! Do something! Dude, he's both hot and cute, like, I'm dead? Oh my. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tests the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, James. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat from wherever it lands. Can I have potato face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes and gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal! Gaze upon thy specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, played on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors! Van is dead. I threw a rock through his window and accidentally hit his head. Oh my. I want Ashley and the Colonel to do things with me, yeah? I've got my screenshot buttons ready if you want to continue. You've ignored me for too long. The heavens now! It's I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy! The interrupting student rushes at Van Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back, don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. Alright. Alright, Pop. Alright. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Knock is frozen the whole crowd as they are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and...
Are you like, is it a bug theme? Is it...
Yo! Cleo? Almost Cleo. Cleo. Thank you so much for the raid! Hello! The intense music stopped just as you got here. We're finding love today. Hello, raiders. My name is James, the bug. I use all and any pronouns. We're finding love with the Colonel. Hopefully with the Colonel. I haven't successfully gotten a date in any of the other games we've played. But I hopefully will be finding love with Colonel Sanders. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, snapping everything back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite the obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Yo, hello. Thank you for coming with the raid. I appreciate it. What game were you guys playing? Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? For, like, real? Oh, come on. Hi, Kitty Bug. We're playing Valorant and Genshin. Yo! Two of my favorite games. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. Did you win your games? Were you pulling on the banner? Is the banner updated tonight? Because I need to pull for Venti, and it's either updated tonight or tomorrow, I think. At night, the student building is taking on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. It's 4 AM for me? Server just went off from... Oh wait, 4 AM. I thought you meant right now. I was like, oh my god, you're streaming up till 4 AM? 4 AM for me probably as well. Server just went off maintenance. I'm at full 22. Yay! Are you gonna... do you have them guaranteed or are you on a 50-50? I'm at 70 pity, but I'm on a 50-50. God, no, it's 11 PM. Oh, it's 6 PM for me. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, James. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Oh my god, Van Van? Van Van, the man, can you please leave me alone for a second so I can confess my feelings to this hunk of a man? 50-50 because I got Kokomi. Oh, I see. I'm on a 50-50 as well, but I think I should be alright. Even if I don't get him on the first one, because I should get enough wishes from all the new content to get him. And then I'll be saving for Scaramouche. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I'd be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since then, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed the guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Oh, I feel kind of bad. I must sleep now. Have a good rest of the stream. Good night. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Sleep well. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What? The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with love. Does 1 damage? I'd do more. It just got real. That talk really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Let's defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You can either stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. Cook with love. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce on the long of the quad. I wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night, whatever it turned to, holy. Just the Spork Monster. To defeat a monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. What is this? It's just the Spork Monster and Colonel summoning the power of 1,000 chickens, and I got a special magic chicken book. Where are you getting lost? It's all very normal. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. He's in my home? In my bed, perhaps? You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh my, oh my. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be like Clank. Wait, not be like. Wait, I might like Clank. Okay, she said B, I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Do you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular, he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible... What? And was also the convertible he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe someone got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it was best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. I'm sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why do you tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your Betsy's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. For the summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was like anything I ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Oh! Wait! Did Miriam get a high? Did she do a weed? Miriam, did you do weed? Whatever, anyhow, I think we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet you would love to know about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. Make up a fake ingredient. I'm not telling what Colonel Sanders, he trusts me. I quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was, I have new. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? I have new. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around to some thumb typing on her phone you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before we can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossoms fill the air. You know what that means. Oh my. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Run to him! You said that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his saddle and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel. My Colonel. However, your sudden... Uh-oh. Your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, James. I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It's important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times, and that name is... But before you can continue, you're suddenly awake. Aw, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices, or is that just his naturally seasoned musk? Who can tell, really? Who can tell? At the end of the day, who can tell? I'ma lean in for a kiss. Whoa, 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 you've known him for a day. Are you really sure? I guess you must be. Put your arms around Colonel's neck and pull him in for a kiss. Oh! Colonel? But he turns his face and you awkwardly kiss his ear. You can feel him shudder. Too soon, you clearly mistook his compassion for love. Your soul crawls inside itself and you instantly die of embarrassment. Game over. Damn. Damn. Don't tell me I have to go from the beginning. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm gonna skip all these. I can't believe I just died of embarrassment, for real. Passion for cooking, eye of newt. Fake ingredient. Alright, I guess we can do the correct thing this time. I just want to stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Though ever acknowledging he's being watched, he does a beautiful horse dance. He does a short horse dance. What? What does that mean? What's a horse dance? You're not very good at dating, Sims? I'm not very good at dating in general, I think. He slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of him you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his own way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, James just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try to get a peek over Van Van's hunking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Damn. Act like you're not interested, but try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. Panache? Be real time, everyone? Thank you, Tampam. I'll take mine right now. I look awful, by the way. I look like a weird frog, actually, I think. Awesome. Beautiful. Send. Thanks, Tampam. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you find after your encounter with the spork monster. It's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch him in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bzzz. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone is completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse. Right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles gains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but dream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, James? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. What item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do it. Sorry, I think I've got a little spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. In my defense, how am I supposed to pay attention when Colonel's in the room with me? We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared by a timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. You're on. Bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool! Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, James. Oh! I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely you'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports in court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you've made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one? I feel like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, what temperature does water boil at? That's right, but how would you have even gotten to the school without knowing that? It could have been Celsius, because that would have been really hot. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many 11 herbs and spices. That's right, you might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going on, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers up the most flavor? Vigilance, trust, gratitude. Trust! Fuck! I'm begging you to get it together. No, I ran out of time. Ashley's simply stronger and faster than you. Better keep up the pace if you want to survive. When you're a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. Where does it come from? A small town where big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shot and you're not gonna miss it. Arrgh! You try to shut the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong! Is it silence? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Dang it. I believe in you, James. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all I can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy in a Victorian bathing tub? Oh, get your mind back into the competition. You're stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. What do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You've fallen behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. In a gondola. What does that have to do with crafting spectacularly fried chicken, delicate baked biscuits? I'm not barking. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle. Sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but James does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer. James, no! You're not fast enough, your hand gets stuck and immediately crushed. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. Can't be, I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. I can go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of James's injury. You see, Springle's beginning to lick his doggy chops as he locked onto the dish. But I suppose you should tell us what you prepared? Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask James to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find delicate fried cheese croquette, atop with a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nugget, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seemed intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places such sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Put yourself between them. Use it with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Dang it! I failed again? I guess I have to always internalize your rage. That's what I've learned. Oh, and I have to redo the entire thing. Maybe I can get the right answers now. No, wait! Shoot. No, I'm going back. Hopefully this is where I was. Yep, alright. You're on. Wait, I can just hold it. I was just clicking it like an idiot. 100 degrees Fahrenheit? Wait. But that was right last time. Wasn't that right last time? Or are they just randomly set up? What? Or did I click Celsius on accident? Alright, we'll try a different one. $100°C? That doesn't seem correct. 11 herbs and spices. Gratitude? Yep. Small town with big dreams. Silence. Ooh. Oh my. I need to get him out of my hand. I'm struggling. No, I still did it wrong. Damn. I just can't get it right. Internalize the rage I feel. My eyes burst into flame? The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash and they fall off your face? Which means that people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster! Borko? It is! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like always having to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see? I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student, until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I'd procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. James, together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it! You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental type of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Is he gonna steal my recipe? You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, a scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item. Oh, I got another secret recipe ingredient. You gaze at the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking of heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. It's kind of mean. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. What? There's a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table, and you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." I could leave? I don't want to leave. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drums and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely, see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Take a closer look at a large urn. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? And it dawns on you. As you turn to the... Oh, wait, I don't want to snoop this far. 11:11:11. The safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared... something style? Say sashimi style, or... There's nothing else to look at except the door. Oh, you open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Colonel! Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! Fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you, too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, James? I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, it isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, gorgeous, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, however. Balling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. For at least comfort her. She was crying. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. What? Me and Miriam don't like each other anymore, but we're besties. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals on the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. Oh, my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You have some nerve, James, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. No, you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? James, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Are you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, James. I am more capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, James. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In the attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take the pages of the spellbook you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. Just something I found lying around. It would appear it's a death note. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered in arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here. This is to erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Can you do something else? Like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. No, let's not do this. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it, no. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Dogs can be rather unpredictable. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only Terrence, but any of the squirrels in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, James, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before you can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills into the class. By words and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Bzz, bzz. Think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? What? They're arguing? I thought they were in love. Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned how to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you just show off your cool kid friend Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Bzz, Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank whimps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself is wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in the need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise to this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog's gonna love it up. While you're pep-talking Miriam, you completely miss lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, James' famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. James, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pies begin to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You said that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but this decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. A specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. It'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Moment of truth! Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown's about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You sub up for the cook-off of a lifetime. Decide that this mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing all his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect, his original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients to an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Baster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open the sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him at the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. She would take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, James. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, James, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes and Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Oh, I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices you've got the Grimoire stashed underneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster wind up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it's probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep doing monster scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he does a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you didn't know you could ever win. Summon extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, James, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoned immediately fades back out. You've interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would have been super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Don't worry, dear James. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. Aww, Colonel. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems they're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Instead of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asked for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank, where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Wait till your signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somewhere I must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that one out later. Finally, there's 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy floating in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkle carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with such love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, James, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hone urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose up close on account of all the spikes. He bends a paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Not barking. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously lops up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's ready to step up. Next now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, James? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job making it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley. She finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time, without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last time you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a little drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. And when they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There's supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site as the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, ow, ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts are allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's a spork monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the spork monster is no more. From here out, I prefer everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. This didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls it across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we got a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellors and such and such. And you drink. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electric hissing. It's Clank, who arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, we still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew it the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You've blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh my, new outfit? Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Wait, what? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. James, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you'd expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my hand, oh, I don't know. Hand? On the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, James. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time here at school, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure to share in him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear James, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. What? For real, he rejected me? I didn't even think I could be rejected. I guess I really am bad at dating sims. What the hell? What the hell? I didn't think you could... I didn't even think you could be rejected in this game. I can't... What the... Why? Alright, I'll let you guys watch this anime cutscene. Alright, well, I guess we didn't find love. We haven't yet found love today. Alas, we were hoping for the best. So, I really didn't think I'd be rejected. Damn. Alright, let's find someone to raid. Who's live right now? Alright, let's raid. Yeah. Alright. They're one of my friends. I found them off Twitter, I think, or maybe one of my other streamer friends. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back live again on Thursday. I forget with what. I have my stream schedules up on my Twitter, on my Instagram, on my Discord, if you want to go look. I'll be back, not tomorrow, but I will be uploading some YouTube videos soon, so you can look forward to that. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Yo, everyone get in this raid.